The Pediatric Lounge, a podcast taking you behind the door of the physician's lounge to get a deeper insight into just what docs are talking about today. From the clinically profound to the wonderfully routine and everything in between. Well, hello again. We are live from Anaheim in front of the booth for Verden Group with Susan Madden. Let's see what's going on in Anaheim, California at the American Academy of Pediatrics NCE meeting. And here we are again, once again, live from Anaheim, California at the American Academy of Pediatrics NCE meeting. This time we have Susan
Verden.
Madden.
Susan Madden.
Now we're all confused. Susan Madden from the Verden Group. And we are looking at our booth with, I forgot your name. Simone. With Simone. And they're gonna update us with what's going on. What's going on at the Academy meeting and what's going on in the Verden Group in negotiations and other key interesting subjects for pediatricians. Why don't we go to Susan?
Okay, great. Thanks, Herb. So Suzanne Madden here from the Verden Group, IPMSO. I am sitting in New York while my colleagues are actually working the booth in Anaheim. We figured we would double anchor this in case Simone got taken up by people coming by the booth, which she just did. So this allows us to keep talking. So yeah, so just a quick backdrop here on what is the Verden Group and Independent Practice MSO. We are a combined company, basically serving primarily pediatricians. And at the Verden Group, we tend to do pure consulting. The consulting usually consists of contract negotiations and various things. Actually, Simone, do you want to just mute your sound for a minute while we chat? There we go, just so we don't have the background noise of the exhibit hall going on. So the Verden Group does primarily contract negotiations. We do succession planning for practices. We do a lot of startups for pediatricians looking to break away from other practices and help them, get their new medical practices up and running, and a host of other things. And then Independent Practice MSO is specializing in highest vaccine rebates for our clients, lowest medical supply costs, and a host of other, aggregated buying group services and products that our clients need. So combined, we're obviously able to cover a lot of ground. And then we also have out of IPMSO something called Remote Biller, which is a billing company that basically acts like your biller. So you have a dedicated biller, but they sit in Utah instead of in your office. And that allows folks to get the benefit of expertise. There are coding experts there, overseen by a really great management team. So particularly for our small practices that are concerned about outsourcing billing and it just sort of going in a black hole, we actually are, allocating a dedicated biller to a practice. They just sit in Utah instead of you having to manage them out of your own practice. So that has been working very well for our clients. And then last but not least, we've just relaunched credentialing at Independent Practice MSO, taking it back in-house after a brief hiatus for a couple of years. What we found is that nobody can do it better than we can do it, which is not just a grand sweeping statement, but we really have a lot of in-house expertise about how to work with the insurance companies, and bringing that to bear on the credentialing process makes for a much more efficient, effective, and tightly managed process, which is extremely important, particularly for our startup clients when they have some tight deadlines to meet. They're opening their doors at a certain date, and we need to make sure, obviously, that everything is ship-shape for them. So that's some of the good stuff that we've been doing. I know Dr. Rogu primarily through contract negotiations. Doc has been a longstanding client since since the year I opened the Verden Group back in 2007. And we've had some great fun over the years, haven't we, George? Really trying to make sure that your practice in particular gets the benefit of great rates, and then also working on clinically integrated networks, putting those together, and also finish, figuring out the contracting pieces that go along with those too.
Yeah, contracting in is very complicated. Negotiations are complicated, but if you do good quality, they can't but give you a good contract. It doesn't matter how big or small you are, I think.
Well, you need quality, and you do need to have, some sort of volume. If you're taking care of 100 members for an insurance company, they don't care how good your quality is, they're not going to talk to you. So you definitely need to have some volume in there. So if you've got 1,000 members that you're taking care of at an insurance company, by members I mean your patients, right? But your patients that have a certain insurance company, that's the volume that allows the insurance companies really sort of pay attention to you. And then from there, you really want to talk about what you've got. You've got some high quality to offer, but you're also then doing that over a large number of members. So we're getting some waves from some docs in the booth here from Simone. There's Dr. Karen Fody out of New Orleans. Hi, Doc.
Let's see if we can go to
Let's see
Anaheim.
Simone. Let's see what's going on in the booth.
Let's see what's going on with Simone in the booth.
Can you get the doctor on?
Yeah, we can get her on. Here, put this on.
Hey, Dr. Fody.
Hi, Dr. Fody.
Hi, Dr. Fody.
Can we hear you?
We are live now on the Pediatric Lounge and with the Verden Group reporting from Anaheim. I don't know if you can get a mic and say hello to our audience.
Simone, we can't hear Dr. Fody. Yeah, we can't hear. Maybe the earphones disconnected, the mic and headphones disconnected. We can't hear you out of Anaheim.
Anaheim, we can't hear you.
There we go. I think now we've got her.
We got you now. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Got you.
Chicken wave.
Let's go back and see. We can hear.
Show us the booth.
Show the booth?
Yeah, show us the
All right,
booth.
let's see what's happening. Dr. Fody, you're on a podcast now. It's great. Well, we got the big booth. We have Ken Fenchel, CEO of the IPMSO in the background there. Dr. Karen Fody, one of our favorite clients. All our clients are our favorites, I have to admit. We have too good a time working with our clients, that's for sure. It looks like a busy time there.
It looks great.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy today. They just opened like an hour and a half ago, so gotta get your free stuff.
Gotta get your free stuff. Any good swag? Any good swag there this time?
A little bit. We got some back scratchers, a lot of popcorn and cookies, some sanitizer wipes. Oh, there's brownies. There's also brownies.
Brownies. Cool.
Brownies are good. This ones are not pop brownies. No pop brownies at the AAP, please. Just because it's legal in certain states, don't be serving it to our pediatricians.
Were you able to go to the SOPA meetings this morning, or what meetings have you been at?
This morning.
You did?
Really good. Yeah.
Did you have fun at those?
Yeah, it was very informational. It was good presentation. It was Chip, Hero. I don't know the other person. And then Susan Chrisley. So it was very good.
The usual team.
Yeah. Fun issues.
Yeah.
Have you
As long as you learn something.
Have you bumped into anyone special at the meeting that you want to call out?
Have you bumped into anyone that you want to call out on their podcast, say hi to? No, everybody I know is here. Everyone she knows is here. Except you guys.
Yeah. Sorry not to see you in person. Again.
I'm feeling better soon though. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Got some good medicine on you.
All right, so we'll go back to New York. Thank you, Anaheim.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Susan.
And for the work that you do for independent pediatric practices across the years and across the country. It's really important that we have a free market and that there's good pediatricians out there competing so that kids are well taken care of.
Couldn't agree more. Yep, that's why we do what we do, to support the independents, that's for sure.
Yes, and we really do.
We need people like Susan to teach us what to do. She's actually going to be on the podcast.
Yes, we're looking forward to that.
January, yeah. Looking forward to the conversation then.
Yeah, cool. That should be interesting.
Anything else you'd like to say before we wrap it up?
Well, I think anybody that's in Anaheim at the moment, I don't know when this is going out, but if it's going out while the AAP conference is still, rolling, stop by the booth, say hi to Simone and Ken. and learn a little bit more about independent practice MSO and the Verden Group, credentialing, contracting, and billing, and how to maximize your dollars with lowest rates in medical supplies, highest vaccine rebates, and a bunch of other services. Stop over and say hi to the team.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you.
And
Thanks,
so
guys.
we're going to say goodbye from Anaheim,
Thank you, everybody.
and New York, and Miami. And we will see you next in the podcast. Take care, everyone.
Bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that one's going to be hard to edit.